She is a licensed relationship expert and radio host of Love Talk Live. Everyone, please welcome Jamie Bronstein.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining us. We are very excited to talk to you.
We have all our questions, right?
We do, yes. We love relationship talk. And we're talking about things that you shouldn't say to your single friends. But first, why is it important to celebrate being single?
It's important to celebrate being single because I believe in being present, you know? If there's nothing that you can do about it, because in a lot of ways it is out of our control, then just let's celebrate where we are. And the more that we celebrate where we are, the more that we actually unknowingly manifest that person coming in, when we kind of just relax into being single.
Yeah, they always say like a relationship comes when you're not looking.
When you're
for
not
it.
looking.
Exactly. And single people are people.
Yeah.
We're all human. We're all human. We should all be celebrated for who we are, where we are in life at all times.
What do you think the biggest topics are that people are interested when they're single and trying to get into a relationship that you share advice on?
Yeah, it's basically, well, I have three main things that I use to tell people when they're dating, and it's ATV, being authentic, trusting, and being vulnerable. So that comes up a lot. And so being authentic is basically I help my clients, friends, we talk about on the show, basically living life from your authentic self, showing up authentically on these dates. Trust. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about all these relationships where like, I can't trust the person or a trust issue, which that comes in also, but it's trusting ourselves.
And the universe. That
And the
it's
universe,
gonna bring
yes.
to us what we need at the exact moment.
Trusting always in everything.
It's like trusting
Exactly.
the feeling when you meet
Trusting
this
our
person.
intuition at all moments throughout the whole dating process. And then vulnerability. Huge. So when we are vulnerable, that is how we connect. And people don't think about it. And people are scared to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is so important throughout the whole dating, you know, as you date, as you start and as you go along.
And what would you say to people that say you don't want to, you know, I've heard people that say, be yourself when you go out on dates, and then other people are like, no, there's a strategy, there's a game, you can't be yourself because then you
power
won't.
struggles.
Yeah. What would you tell that person that?
I would say bless your soul. Being authentic is the answer to everything in life. It truly is. It takes so much energy to be anything else but ourselves.
Yeah.
So we can just relax into, if somebody just said just be yourself, and you don't have to be anybody else, and then you just take a deep breath and you ask yourself, who am I, what do I bring to the table? And then you just go for it, and that's who you are, and it feels just more aligned with everything in the flow of life.
I feel like a lot of people are afraid to show who they are. They're afraid to be themselves because they're afraid to be rejected.
Exactly,
Right,
but if somebody's not going to like you for who you are, then it's not the right person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, this also applies to friends. Like, there's a quote from Oprah, and she says, if everybody in this world liked you, you wouldn't be being yourself.
Yeah, that's true. You
that
can't
is so
please
true.
everyone. So we were talking about just the harmful things that we can say to maybe some of our single friends. Like, can I go through a list of questions? You tell me why it's harmful to say
Sure,
these sort of
yeah.
things. So like, maybe something like, you need to lower your standards. You're too picky.
Okay, so depending on the person that is said to, it can be very detrimental, because what if someone is, you know, going around living their life being picky and, you know, discerning, you know, between their dating, and then all of a sudden, what if they listen to that person and they all of a sudden start settling, they end up getting married to this person, and then they resent that person for not allowing them to just do what they want to do. So it can be very detrimental.
And there's no such thing as being too picky, I think, right? Especially since it's the rest of your life you're talking about, right?
Yes.
It's your needs. It's what you feel, right?
And we are the experts of ourselves. We are the only people that truly know what feels good to us. And no one, it doesn't matter what's on paper, it's our heart. I'm very big into the heart and the energetic connection between two people that no one else understands or needs to understand.
Definitely. Another big saying we're talking about is why are you single? You know?
Oh, that's the best. So that's like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
Because
I get that in my
Yeah.
DM on a daily basis.
So it's a compliment because they're giving you a compliment. You're an attractive person, or you're smart, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it also makes you feel like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I was saying
incapable?
earlier. Yeah.
And it's just not
Oh
cool.
my gosh. Wow. Like I said, we were very excited to talk to you. We could go on for forever, but unfortunately we do have to take a break. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your knowledge.
I was so happy to be here.
We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after these commercials. Just under 10 years old and already